Hi, it's the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your February 2017 mid-month readings. Thank you so much for joining me here today, and welcome to any newcomers who are with us for the first time. Thank you to those of you who continue to watch and listen and follow my YouTube channel, and for the comments and feedback. Your support is greatly appreciated. Let's see. I like to thank everybody before we get started. So a special thank you to my regular clients as well, and for the also regular and consistent feedback you send about our personal readings and how they continue to play out in your lives. It's a delight to be part of your lives going forward. Thank you for that. And just a general note of gratitude for everyone who keeps me so busy with personal one-on-one readings. As I always say, and I always mean it, it's an honor and a pleasure to read for you. And I am always grateful for the trust that you place in me to interpret and intuit the cards for you. If anyone is interested in a personal reading with me and you haven't read with me before, you can click on that little About button on my YouTube channel's homepage, which will give you a little more information, and my contact address, which is Maggie, the number one, McGuire at gmail.com. I would be delighted to work with you. uh, or friends, family, or loved ones if you care to purchase a gift reading. I do a variety of types of reading, which include a love compatibility relationship spread, which is usually pretty popular around this time of the year as we are looking at Valentine's Day, and also a 12-month yearly overview in addition to other types and time lengths of videos. Current turnaround time is anywhere from a couple of days upwards of 2 weeks, but since I do readings full time, I'm able to get back with you pretty quickly and almost always schedule a reading within 2 weeks. So again, send me an email and I'd be very happy to work with you. So moving right along, make sure to check your rising and your moon sign videos as well. As we always say, these are general, so they are not going to mean the same thing to the same degree or intensity for everyone watching, because there's thousands of you watching. So how could it mean the same thing? Uh, so your rising and your moon sign videos may play out a little more predictably for you in what's going on in your life over the next couple of weeks of February. But watching all three may just give you additional bits of insight and clarity and help you kind of navigate through the time frame that the reading covers a little bit better. So try to watch all three if you know them and if you can. So getting into this reading is for Libra, the air sign of Libra, for the remainder of February 2017. What does the next couple of weeks, the last part of February, have in store for our Librans? The air sign of Libra, February 2017, mid-month. Libra 2017, mid-month. What do they need to see? What do they need to know? Messages from Spirit and guidance for the air sign of Libra for the remainder of February 2017. Okay, Libra, we begin with the Magician, followed by the Empress. Powerful, powerful combination. Next, we have the Seven of Wands, followed by the Ace of Swords. Ooh, very assertive energy, almost very aggressive energy. The King of Wands, followed by the King of Swords. Three of Pentacles in reverse, followed by the Six of Wands. Whoa, it's kind of like just blowing right through, powering right through. And from the bottom of the deck, your crowning card representing overall energy and advice, the Chariot. Wow, Libra. It's the energy is almost, it's so strong and so assertive. It almost feels kind of aggressive in nature, not in a bad way, but just no compromise, no negotiation, no backing down, no wiffle waffling. It's just powering through. Very strong reading, Libra. Okay, let's begin. So we start with the energy of the Magician, followed by the Empress. Two major arcana cards, very powerful combination of cards. The Magician The magician is a very independent sort of individual. In fact, if the magician has any kind of challenge, it's probably in working well with other people or compromising with other people because he's a bit of a loner. He has his own way of doing things and often feels that's the best way of doing it because he's worked so hard to put a lot of time, experience, and knowledge and practice into his craft. The magician's very good at what he does. He creates illusions. He manifests and creates things in an external way for his audience, for whoever's watching. And he's very good at what he does because he's put in so much time, so much effort, practice, dedication to his craft, to what he does. And because of that, he's now reached a place where he has all the tools, the skills, the knowledge, the wisdom, the experience in order to create and build and manifest whatever he wants with little to no help from anybody else. A very independent card, very powerful card. It's about the exercising pretty much of your sheer will, the exercising of your will, your skills, your talents in an external fashion to create something in an external fashion. Very powerful card. Now, the magician is paired with the empress. The empress is also a very powerful card. Well, all the major arcana cards are because, as I like to call them, the fingers of the divine, they do represent that uh, energy of God, spirit, your angels, and guides. The Empress is a softer energy, of course. She is kind of the traditional Earth Mother of the tarot. She is associated with things in nature, but also with fertility, rebirth, pregnancy. It represents fertility. For some of you, this could be a literal fertility in terms of pregnancy. It could mean that the next couple of weeks are a very fertile time for you. So if you're wanting to get pregnant or add to the family, um, this would be a good time to do so. And if not, well, forewarned is forearmed. But it's a time of fertility. It meaning it's time to begin new projects. If any of you have been considering starting any new projects, new relationships, new jobs, anything new, this is the green light saying the time is right to begin to plant those seeds and begin to nurture and grow something. It's not a completion card. It's a card of beginnings, of the ground being at just the right temperature to plant something in order to begin to start the process of feeding it, nurturing it. This is also a card which also points to self-nurturing and nurturing and mothering as well. It can represent mothers or maternal figures because it does have that energy. For some of you, it could represent the need and the advice um, to try and carve some personal time out to do something which is very self-nurturing for you, whatever it is that you do that makes you feel good, bubble baths, walks, massages, etc., things like that. It's also an indication that spending more time in nature can help over the next couple of weeks too, particularly those of you who are in a challenging or stressful decision-making time. But this combination of cards, the Magician and the Empress together, it's very powerful. And there's a lot of very assertive energy, kind of taking matters into your own hands and creating a new beginning. The Magician crowns the Empress card. So this is a card about the Empress on its own would represent an opportunity or a time in front of you that says, okay, here's the time to begin something new that you've been thinking about. But the Magician's energy kind of crowning the Empress, I feel very strongly that it's spirit kind of saying, you are going to you need to create your own beginning, that it's time for you to take matters into your own hands. I feel like for those of you who have been waiting for just the right time to begin something, to start a new project, new job, new business, new relationship, ask someone out. It could be something big, it could be something small. And of course, it's going to be something different depending on who's watching. But this is a very strong, very loud message for you to. It's about you exercising your own will, taking matters into your own hands, and creating your new beginning. So if you've been waiting for the right opening, for the time to be right or to feel right, this is Spirit saying, this is time for you to create it. Stop waiting for your opening and create it. It's time for you to plant the seeds to begin to nurture and grow something, no matter what that something is. I feel like for a lot of you, this has to do with some of you, this could be a solo or a very small project, but I feel like for a lot of you, what you're being asked to kind of take matters into your own hands and create your own beginning I feel like it has something to do, perhaps you've been waiting on other people for an opening or a sign or permission or approval of some kind. And for those of you for whom that resonates, you've been waiting for approval or permission or something coming from other people or another person in order to begin something new. I feel like you need to kind of dump that. It's just time to begin. Take matters into your own hands and begin to create and build and manifest the vision of whatever it is that you've been sitting on for a while. For those of you who have been wanting to start something new or forge ahead with something and you feel like you've been getting opposition or will get opposition, it doesn't matter. This is all about powering through and being very assertive, focused, intentional, almost aggressive in how you start this new thing. Because next to that, we have the combination of the Seven of Wands, very defensive energy here, paired with the Ace of Swords. So the Seven of Wands, here we have fire energy, which is the element that governs the suit of Wands. Wands is a very dynamic, action-oriented suit, very forward-moving, and it is about building, creating, manifesting. It can point to creative or artistic projects, career, etc. It's about change, movement, action, power. It's a powerful energy suit. The Seven of Wands is primarily a defensive card. It can speak of needing to stand up for yourself or someone else, needing to stand by something you believe very strongly in, something you've invested a lot of time, or you have a lot tied up in this. And this could be, for some of you, this could represent a belief system, an idea about something, a goal, a vision. It could be a relationship. It could be another person, but you've invested a great deal into it. You feel very strongly about it. And this card says stand by it. No compromise, no negotiation, no backing down. This is about standing up for something you believe in. Because I think for some of you, again, you may be getting or being afraid that you're going to get opposition or disapproval in beginning something new, whether it's something on job and career path or something in the relationship mode. And Spirit is saying you need to take matters into your own hands and start building, creating, manifesting on your own. Create your opening, create your new beginning, because it's not going to be handed to you. And don't back down. Don't compromise or negotiate whatever this is that you feel so strongly about, because that's what this man is doing. He's standing in front of the door to his home, his castle, his keep, his idea, his belief system, his dream, his relationship, perhaps another person. And he's in a defensive posture because he feels it's being threatened or challenged somehow. Uh, but he doesn't. This is about, again, kind of holding your ground and not backing down because it's something that is very important to you and means a great deal. Now, the Seven of Wands is paired with the Ace of Swords. What is it that we are, um, what is it that we are defending or protecting or guarding? We have the Ace of Swords. Here we have air energy, which is the element that governs the suit of swords. So the energy of swords, that air energy is all about it's all about the airy world of what goes on up in our head. Every time I say it that way, I always think of airhead, but that's not what I mean, because it's cerebral, mental, intellectual energy, which is non-tangible, but kind of still floating around up there. Swords is about our ideas and words and how we communicate those to people, how we get them from here actually out into the world. It's about our outlook and perspective, our perception, and our belief systems. Aces represent the number one. They represent the beginning of something, a new start. This is one that holds a great deal of potential, even though it's in the seed stage still. So the Ace of Swords represents a new beginning, perhaps in the way that you see something, seeing something with a fresh new perspective in a different light. Swords is also about the energy of the suit of swords is also about truth, reality, almost devoid of emotion. It's about things being very clear, very concise, absolute truth and absolute reality. So the Ace of Swords comes in, the sword comes in and it cuts away any extraneous fantasy, illusion, and exposes and illuminates something for what it is in its reality. Sometimes can be a difficult energy to deal with. Having the truth or reality exposed can be a blessing in some ways. It's always a blessing in hindsight, but sometimes at the time it can be difficult to see something in its truth, especially if we've been denying something to ourselves. But the Ace of Swords, this could be your epiphany, your aha moment, a new idea, a new vision, a new goal. And again, paired with the Seven of Wands, and coming after this energy of the magician and the empress. So take matters into your own hands, create your own opening, your own beginning. This new idea, this new vision, this goal that you have, perhaps this belief system, something that you feel very strongly about. I feel like it's still unformed, or that you haven't really, you're in the beginning stage of wanting to create or build something, regardless of what that something is. And again, I feel like some of you are getting opposition or disapproval, or are afraid of it. I feel like some of you may be actually getting that, but you're being asked not to compromise and negotiate, even if you're tempted to, or even if you're getting, perhaps some negative feedback from it. Hold fast, hold firm. Now, next to that, we have the combination of two kings, the King of Wands and the King of Swords. So the story's going to split off here a couple of different ways. For some of you, this combination of the King of Swords and the King of Wands could mean a group of people that you may be presenting a new idea or something to, particularly in job or career. If this is if what this idea you have is about beginning a new project or a new business of some kind, and you're plugging it to potential investors or advisors, this a grouping of both of these kings could represent an important group of people or couple of people uh, that you're going to be presenting this to, who will have the ability to make important decisions that could help give you the resources, the funding, or what it is you need to kind of help push this thing forward. For others of you, this is going to be this King of Wands, I feel, represents an actual person in your sphere who's going to be playing a significant role in how this plays out. Some of you, this may be in a positive, helpful kind of way, who's kind of helping you in a support system, and helping you build, create, and manifest, because the King of Wands as an individual in and of himself, and he's showing up as a male, but this is a general reading, so it could be female as well. Likely a fire sign, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising. So think about fire sign people. This is somebody very active, action-oriented, dynamic, fiery, creative, passionate, a real go-getter, somebody who's very good at getting the job done and delegating and inspiring other people to get it done too. Very good at problem solving, doesn't tend to get stuck or mired down in things, and doesn't tend to rest on their laurels very long. Very inspiring, creative, dynamic people, very good leaders. Some of you, this is going to represent the energy that you need to manifest in order to push this thing through its infancy stage. Others of you, this is someone who's going to have a beneficial, who's actually a co-creator or a co-builder with you. For some of you, although I think it's a smaller portion of you, this may be somebody that you're in opposition to, or that you kind of have to win over to this new project, new start, new relationship, something of that sort. Now, the King of Wands is, and for others of you, it's going to be an important group of people that you're presenting this to. Now it's paired with the King of Swords, which some of you, I think for most of you, it's just your energy, because this does represent air sign, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, which is your sign. This is the energy you're being called upon to manifest, which is inherently your own lovely air energy. This is practical, logical, clear thinking. The King and Queen of Swords are great people to ask for advice from, because they give it to you almost devoid of emotions, short, sweet, to the point. They're truth seekers. They're about clarity. They've actually been known to sacrifice their own emotions on the altar of what is real, what is the reality of a situation. Very good to seek truly honest answers and clarity from. Very linear, very practical, not spontaneous and impulsive, because they come from a place of the mind before the heart. So they're not bound to make decisions which are driven by emotions or feelings, particularly in business and negotiations. This is actually a good thing. So again, this combination of cards is going to mean different things for different people, but the energy remains the same. I think for some of you, for a lot of you, again, there's this almost aggressive energy of whatever this is you're wanting to build and to manifest and to begin to kind of push through its infancy stage. you're being asked to your key and direct path to success is going to come from being aggressive, assertive, focused, intentional. I mean, don't be cruel and step on people's faces, but don't give in, back down, or compromise and negotiate either. This is being active, intentional, focused, and just pushing right through no matter what, but also kind of maintaining a balance. Don't be too spontaneous and impulsive, and be careful not to let emotions or feelings drive your decisions or actions as well. Kind of maintain a balance there. For those of you that need to present this new idea or new vision that you have to a group of people that have the ability to help or not help you, I feel like you're going to be pretty successful in that. But again, be assertive, be confident no matter how you're feeling. Present yourself as being assertive, focused, and very confident. Now, at or towards the end of the month, we have the combination of the Three of Pentacles in reverse paired with the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands, this is victory, triumph, success. This is also a card of public recognition. This could be gaining you some public recognition. You could be being recognized for your achievements or for this new vision or idea. Some of you may be being asked to head up a new project, a new department, etc. But being acknowledged in a public way for that. Some of you may be getting recognized or getting a bonus or a prize or a settlement of some kind. And it's because, again, of your almost aggressive confidence, your determination to power through this regardless of any opposition, regardless of what might stand in your way. That Six of Wands is paired with the Three of Pentacles in reverse. In the upright position, the Three of Pentacles is a card of compromise and negotiation, of team effort, of working together with a group of people towards one common cause, common goal. It's not a card of personal recognition, but paired with the Six of Wands, which is a card of personal recognition and a card of victory, triumph, and success, with this being in the reverse. In other situations or readings, depending on the cards around it, this could be almost a negative energy, but for you, I feel like it's positive. And it's, again, your key to success is it's about setting yourself apart from perhaps a group of people, and your direct path to that, and perhaps the only way to do that, is with this almost aggressive, very assertive, confident, focused energy, not backing down, not giving in, not sharing, but not in a bad way, if you understand what I mean. It's time to be very self-oriented and you're blazing your own path over the next couple of weeks. Libra, in a very powerful and strong way. You don't need to compromise, back down. And it's perfectly all right for you to take credit for your own hard work, your own idea and actions. And if somebody else is trying to take the spotlight away from you, when it is in fact your ideas and your work, do not allow that to happen. So your overall energy, your crowning card is the Chariot, another major arcana card. This also is a card of success, but again, it's success that comes from powering through almost by sheer will and determination, which is how this woman is creating her own success. She has a very clear vision of what she wants and where she goes so that she doesn't get distracted. She knows exactly how to get there, powering through and blowing through any obstacles in her way. It's about the pulling together of a variety of disparate forces, meaning that each of these things, the chariot, the wheels, the body, the sphinxes, on their own would want to go off in their own different directions. This is about determination, focus, will, intention, bringing all these things together, harnessing them together, and making them work in perfect unison and harmony to propel something forward successfully. Sheer will, determination, and grit. Powerful, strong, aggressive, assertive, confident energy. Make sure you don't go off the deep end with this, Libra. It is very powerful energy. And again, I think whatever this is, you're going to be successful at it, very successful at it. But again, this is about this is about focusing your will, your determination in an external fashion to create and manifest something externally, and not allowing anyone to talk you out of it or feel like you lack the skills or confidence or resources to do it, even if you from time to time get caught up in a little insecurity, don't allow that to kind of show. Present yourself in a confident and assertive manner because you're going to be recognized for that. And that is the key to your success. Very powerful, strong energy. So, Gemini, yep, that about wraps up the remainder of February 2017 for you. I hope you have enjoyed your reading. I have enjoyed giving it to you. I hope that you find it useful in helping you navigate the next couple of weeks and whatever's going on. And I'm interested to hear the feedback for what this is for those of you for whom this resonates. So, thank you very much for watching. And again, if anyone is interested in a personal one-on-one reading with me, click on that little About button on my YouTube channel's homepage. And you can also email me directly at Maggie, the number one, McGuire at gmail.com. I would be delighted to work with you. I will see you all again in a couple of weeks for the March 2017 general readings. And until then, as always, I wish you joy, peace, blessings, and a happy life. And I hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.